with the youngest, most daring, intrepid, gutsy, fearless host on the planet. Get ready for Jake's Takes. Here's Jake.
Welcome back! I am Jake, and this is Jake's Takes, where I get your favorite athletes and stars to open up and speak what's really on their minds. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you won't believe the guests I have lined up. Today's guest is a massive star in the NHL, entering his 17th season. He was drafted 5th overall in the OHL by the London Knights. In the 2003 season, he scored 40 goals and racked up 113 points and was named the first-team All-Star. In his final year with the Knights, he scored 130 points and went on to win the OHL championship and then won the Memorial Cup championship. Following his stellar performance in the minors, he was selected 28th overall in the 2003 NHL draft by the Anaheim Ducks. His NHL career has been outstanding, and he won the Stanley Cup with the Ducks in 2007. In 2010, he led the entire NHL with 50 goals, winning the Rocket Richard Trophy and finished 3rd in the league in points. At the end of the season, he won the Hart Trophy as the NHL's MVP. After 14 seasons with the Ducks, he joined the Dallas Stars, and last year he was a huge part of the Montreal Canadiens' magical run to the Stanley Cup Finals. Internationally, he's won gold medals with Canada at the 2010 and 2014 Olympics, and he became a member of the Triple Gold Club, leading Canada to gold at the 2016 World Championships, in addition to winning the Stanley Cup and the Olympic gold medal. And just 1 month ago, he joined the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's such an incredible honor to welcome to Jake's Takes the legend himself, Corey Perry! What's going on, Corey? How you doing?
Oh, wow. What an introduction. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for that. That was pretty cool.
Thank you. Super awesome for you to join me today. How's your summer been so far?
It's been good. It's been quick. I think we finished, July 12th, something like that. So I'm already down here in Tampa and getting ready for another season.
That's pretty great. Corey, you've played in back-to-back Stanley Cups against Tampa, and now you went to join Tampa. I mean, that's got to be fun, no?
Yeah. Well, like they say, if you can't beat them, join them. So, they're a great team though, and they deserved both championships. I mean, we did everything we could in Dallas, everything we could in Montreal, and they were a dynamite team.
By the way, I just had Stammer on my show, and he's an incredible guy. You're gonna love playing with him. By the way,
it's gonna be fun. He's a good player.
Yeah, so I got so much to talk to you about. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, Corey, be honest right now. Did you seriously believe that the Habs were capable of making the Stanley Cup Finals? Oh my gosh, that was insane. Okay, this one I'm pretty sad about, but you knocked off the Leafs as the underdogs, then swept the Jets, and then Vegas, when everyone was saying, you guys are going to be brought back to reality, you're going to be eliminated, you're going to be steamrolled, and you beat them to go to the Cup Finals. How the heck did this happen, Corey?
It's, we went through some struggles during the season, and, there were some tough parts in there, but you get hot at the right time. You have Carey Price. he probably one of the best goalies in the entire world. He stood on his head against Toronto, and then against Winnipeg, and then obviously against Vegas. So, you have that in your back pocket, and you get timely goal scoring. And we always believed that we had a pretty good team in that dressing room, and it turned out to be pretty good.
Going back to that first round series against the Leafs, you were involved with a scary collision with Leafs captain John Tavares. Obviously, it was a terrible accident, and I'm sure no one felt worse than you did. Take me through the play. What happened, and what did you say to JT as he was taken off the ice?
Man, that was hard because I know him personally. I know his wife. It was tough. It was obviously accidental. He got hit. I was back, kind of coming on the back check, and everybody knows what happened. Everybody in the sport of hockey knows what happened, and so I don't need to talk about what happened. But it was hard. If you watch me on the bench, I was pretty much sick to my stomach, and when he got on the stretcher and they're taking him off, I just went over and gave him a pat and said, "Hey man, get well." And that was that. I texted him after the game. He did get back to me later that night, and that it made it a little bit better, but it was still. I don't think I've seen the play, but I don't want to see it again, and we'll leave it at that.
I know what you mean. So you guys you ended up winning game 1 on the road, but then you lost 3 straight, and you guys were facing elimination against the Leafs. What happened to turn that series around? Who was the vocal leader? Who spoke up? Take me into the room. Tell me what you were all saying.
Well, I think it was it was before game 5, and there's a few guys that said something. I mean, we had a couple other guys. There's myself, there's Eric Stahl, Shea Weber, and there's guys that won cups, and Joel Emerson, Toffoli, Jake Allen. I'm sure I think I'm missing somebody, but it happened where we just said, "Hey, look, we have a young team, kind of a young team," and we said, "You never know if you're ever going to get a chance to play in the Stanley Cup playoffs again. You might go 10, 12 years and never make the playoffs. Take every advantage you can." And we just kind of rode that momentum, and it took us to where we wanted to get. Didn't get the ultimate goal, but we had fun getting there.
Talking about a young team, you have one player on your team who's very young and very great, Cole Caulfield. This guy's 20 years old. He's 9 years older than me. And he gets called up, and he has a playoff to remember. What was it like watching what Cole did, and what did he add to that team?
I think somebody told me that he was 2 years old when I got drafted. He was 4 when I played my first game. So him coming into the dressing room was just like, whoa, like I'm getting old, but I still love the game of hockey. I'm still having fun. So we push that aside, but he's a great kid. He's giddy. He's happy. He's always got a smile on his face, but he's going to be a tremendous player. The guy can fly. The guy can shoot the puck. He can score goals, and the Montreal Canadiens have something there.
What's his ceiling? Like, do you think this kid can be a consistent 40-goal scorer, or is he too small?
No, he's going to score. I'm going to guess this year he scores probably over 25 goals. I might say even over 30 goals this year.
Wow.
Yeah, 82 games. He'll get one almost every game and a half, just under every 2 games. He'll get up there.
Wow. So let's talk about Shea Weber. I mean, the guy's an absolute beast, and he's one of the best defensemen in the game. But now we're hearing that he's going to miss the season with an injury and maybe have an end to his career. What's going on with Shea? And were you always aware of this injury during the season?
he's a warrior. That guy, he plays through anything. I think if he's saying he can't play anymore, there's something seriously going on. He's a guy. I grew up kind of playing with him, and I went to the World Juniors with him, and then I went to the Olympics. So I knew Shea a little bit, going into Montreal, and I knew what kind of competitor he was. And, that guy, he just wants to play. But if he's telling us his body can't play, I mean, he wants to be out there, and if he can't, and that's the way it goes sometimes. But hopefully he can get healthy and get back and be Shea Weber.
Yeah, he's something else.
He is. His shot is, you don't want to be in front of that thing.
Nope, you don't. It's like an Aroldis Chapman fastball.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Corey, you're regarded as one of the most difficult and frustrating players to play against in the league. You're gritty, hard-nosed, but also have an insanely great skill set. And earlier on in your career, you were winning awards for your offensive numbers. Why do you think so many players find you so difficult to play against?
Sorry, bud. That's a dog barking here. But I think I just want to win, and I'll do anything it takes to score a goal, to help score a goal, to make a play, to help the team win in any circumstance. So, I just like being in the middle of everything.
Aside from you, who do you think is the hardest player to play against? Popular answer is Marchand, but what do you think?
Connor McDavid.
Wow. You're going to go with Connor there?
He, hands down, the hardest guy nobody can skate with him. One, his hands are too fast. Nobody can keep up to him that way. Two, and the guy can score goals and make plays out of the corner, where he doesn't even see the guy coming to the net. I mean, how do you defend that? So, I've played with Connor a couple times, and he's one of the best in this business.
Okay, Corey, right now on Jake's Takes, it's game time. We're playing some rapid fire. I'll ask you a bunch of short questions, and you answer them as quick as you can. Deal?
All right, let's see what we got.
Let's go. What's more common? John Tortorella ignoring a question, or Randy Carlyle using the phrase compete level?
Probably John Tortorella.
What's shinier, the Stanley Cup or Ryan Getzlaf's head?
Oh, Getsy's head for sure.
Jamie Benn or Leon Draisaitl?
I've never played with Leon, so I'm gonna go with Jamie. He's a warrior.
Aside from you, who's the best captain you ever played with?
Ryan Getzlaf.
Which referee has the worst eyesight?
Oh, I'm not going to answer that question.
What's your favorite sport besides hockey?
Golf.
Who should captain Team Canada at the 2022 Olympics?
Sidney Crosby.
Will the Toronto Blue Jays make the playoffs this year?
Yes.
What's more boring, sitting in traffic or watching a Sabres-Coyotes game?
Skip.
We got a winner and rapid fire champion, Corey Perry. Add this to your long list of championships and accomplishments. You absolutely nailed that. How'd that feel?
That was fun. That was pretty, those are some tough questions.
So before I let you go, I want to talk to you about a few more things. That good?
Sounds good. I got that.
Okay, let's talk about the 2010 Olympics. You were part of the star-studded Team Canada. And in the gold medal game, you scored the second goal, putting Canada up 2-0. But as we know, That lead evaporated and it went to OT. Take me into the dressing room. What were the emotions like heading into OT? And what was the mood like?
Very calm. Very, I think it was only one person said something, and it was Scott Niedermeyer. He just said, let's just go win. And, it was, we just had that feeling that, we couldn't be beat on home soil. And, everybody knows what happens after that.
So did you feel any extra pressure since everyone considers Canada to be the favorites, or we're all just like cool with it? Like, nah, we got this.
There was probably a little extra pressure, obviously. Everybody in Canada was watching that. It was best on best, and everybody says, Canada's hockey's game, and we had to go out and prove it.
Corey, you seem to always play with incredible players. In 2005, you played in the World Juniors with the best World Junior team of all time. I believe you played on the same line as Sidney Crosby and Patrice Bergeron. Wow, that's a scary line. What were these two players like back then?
Oh, scary is probably the right way to say that. But I got a funny, not a funny story, but I remember, getting the phone call, how you hear that, you got the phone call at 6 a.m. Come on up. If you get that phone call, you know what's happening. You're getting cut. That happened to me the year before. So that year they're doing it. If you get the phone call, it's unfortunate, but you know what's going to happen. Anyways, the phone rang. It was probably about 9 a.m. and I answered it, and it was a coach, and he said, "Can you come up and meet me?" I was like, "Oh, here we go again." I'm going home, and so I go up there, and he looked at me and goes, "How bad do you want to be here?" I go, "I'll do anything. I'll fill water bottles. I don't care. I'll sit in the bench, sit in the crowd. I just want to be a part of this team." And he said, "Got one thing for you." He said, "Go cut your hair." I had long hair at the time. He said, "Go cut your hair and take the rest of them with you." I ran downstairs. I grabbed everybody. I said, "Whoever has long hair, we're going to get it cut." There was 4 or 5 of us that had to go get our hair cut, and that was and the rest is history.
By the way, I know Connor is the face of the league now, and just off the charts, unreal. But if you were in a Game 7 and could choose any player to be on your team, would you still consider Sid the Kid? He's still such a big game player in my books.
Oh, 100%. He's won 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Olympics, World Championship, World Cup. I mean, he's done it all. And why wouldn't you want him to, especially if the game's on the line, you want him on the ice.
You've played with so many incredible players, like I said, but who is the best you ever played with? Maybe Getzlaf, Crosby, who do you say?
Scott Niedermeyer.
Wow.
Yeah. I know it's probably before your time, but hands down the best player I've ever played with. He could skate. He'd come into the room after a game and he wouldn't be sweating. And he just played 35 minutes. I'm like, what? How is this even possible? I watched him kill a 5-on-3 penalty in playoffs by himself. He had a breakaway. It was just so he's definitely probably one of the best players I've ever played with.
That's pretty funny because I have a kid on my team who he goes onto the ice and he comes back sweating like a horse.
That's me.
Corey, I gotta thank you for taking the time to join me today on Jake's Takes. To have such an accomplished star like you was seriously such an honor. Hoping you had fun too. Did you enjoy your time with me today?
That was awesome, man. Thanks for having me.
Wishing you tremendous success in Tampa this year, and I have no doubt you're going to add so much leadership and heart to this team. Okay, guys, you won't believe the guest I have next week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out.